What's up? It's your girl, Smart Sister here with another installment. We have reached March. Can you believe it? It is March, and I am on the third principle of Kwanzaa, which is Ujima. And I ain't talking about Buki cousin, but Ujima means collective work and responsibility. And what that means to me is the fact of the matter that we have to start doing the work and being responsible for all of our shit. Okay, good and bad. And unfortunately, too many of us want to blame somebody else or do when you get through talking, and as my mother would say, when you hang a rag on the bush, all of everything that's happening in this world and where we're going to fit in is up to us. You cannot blame nobody else but yourself. And don't get me wrong, I am not giving white supremacy a pass. We already know what they're going to do. Been doing it for centuries now. So the fact of the matter, that's the one thing that Martin Luther King said that I totally agree with when he said, "Can't nobody ride your back unless it's bent." That's the problem. You cannot continue to have a pity party or whatever. If we know how great we are, you stand up and you don't let anybody ride your back. That's the thing. If we are spending over $1 trillion damn dollars every year, we got all the money and all the resources we need to fix every damn problem that we have. The problem is the conditioning from the racism that been under all this time has conditioned us to think that we can't control our destiny, that we can't do anything on our own, that we have to rely on the white man. Okay. And as I said last time, your enemy is your deity, unfortunately, for too many of us. So that's the problem. You have to undo all that conditioning because you can do what you need to do to create your own reality in your own personal life. Do you just go through life and just, oh, okay, well, whatever my job says, whatever my parents did to me, whatever my friend, who my man or my woman, what they do? No, it comes a point that you can't keep reacting and being in defense mode all the time. You have to stand up and decide who you are, what you're about, do your thing, and create the life that you want. So that's what we're going to have to do collectively as a people to get where we got to go. And that includes, first of all, understanding what that responsibility is and knowing that you have to plan and do what it takes to make your reality and shape your own future and be about it. Okay. The next thing is it is going to take some self correction. It does take some self criticism. And unfortunately, we do it from a point of, oh, this ain't working. Black people ain't can't unite, blah, 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 that I've said in all my other videos. But the fact of the matter is, yes, you can. There's no excuse. And you have to be responsible for you, nobody else. Okay, because when you give that responsibility to somebody else, they control you. And that's been our problem for too damn long. So yeah, I'm gonna be on here. I'm gonna criticize, but you know what? I want to find some solutions. It's okay to look at yourself critically as long as you're coming up with a solution to it. Just talking shit for no reason gets you nowhere. But if you can critically, all of us are educated enough to look at what has been going on and to critically look at ourselves and then correct what is wrong. And I'm going to talk about that more this month as well. But and then finally, we have to look at the fact that what we do and what happens to us here, we're also responsible for everybody that is the same hue that we are all over the world. When you look at Africans in Africa, you look at Africans in London, you look at Africans in the islands, you look, all of us are united. That's why I always say that we're black. And a lot of people, oh, well, that's just the color. It's the state of mind as far as I'm concerned, because you got to understand your nationality, what country you're from, has don't have shit to do with nothing. Because when you get through, go to a clan meeting, what difference do it make where you from? Okay, white supremacy is all over this world, and it's screwing over all people of color. So basically, what we need to start understanding, what happens to my brothers and sisters in Ghana is the same thing for me. Okay, what happens down in the islands? What happens in Brazil? What happens anywhere we are? We've got to start thinking in terms of it's a united front that we all have to be together. Because that's just another tool they've used. Because think about it, white people are only 10% of the world's population. 10, if that. Okay, so you got 90% of the world being treated like shit by 10%. Who cares? We got to do our thing. And maybe if we unite with each other, maybe if we unite with other people of color, we can finally fix this thing. Okay, but all this old bullshit, all that African or all that Haitian or all that, we all the same. We are all the same because we all get treated the same and we all got the same fucking problems. Okay, so why don't we get it together? How long is it gonna take for us to see that we have an enemy that we have to confront? And that's within and without. Okay, so that is what my thing is for this month. I'm really gonna go into some self-correction, some actual solutions to some problems that we have, so we can start talking about moving forward and creating the world that we want to live in. Like I said, I always think about what would black world look like. What would I like to have in my world on a daily basis? And how would I like to feel? And how would I like to be able to live up to my fullest potential? Those are the things that we need to do, and especially for our babies coming up. It's just pathetic, on some of the stuff that we do that we're not preparing better for our children. And is that all of us? No. But it's too damn many of us that are falling under this spell. Okay, so let's do this. Welcome to March. I am happy. I cannot wait for the spring because I'm tired of being cold. Even here in California, now you know it's some damn global warming because anytime it's raining and cold here and it's warmer in Chicago, you already know what's up. So anyway, subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. Pass this on to your friends. Let's keep growing our community. I need you, and I think some of y'all need me, and let's do this together. So you have a great week, and I'll see you next time.